welcome to this present moment. And in this present moment, welcome to our meditation time. I invite you to settle in. I invite you to get comfortable. If you're in a familiar place, just reorient yourself there. If you're in a new spot, find some comfort where you are. And as the body begins to just settle, just gently allow your eyes to close or allow them just to look away from anything that might distract you. And then together, let's anchor ourselves to that breath. It truly is the anchor to this present moment. So just slowly breathing in and slowly breathing out. And gently breathing in and gently breathing out. And deeply breathing in and deeply breathing out. And just feel that balance that you've restored as you bring the inhale into your body, and then at the same pace you let the breath go, releasing the parts that you don't need. You truly restore balance just by breathing. And so as we settle, we're going to spend some time meditating on these 4 agreements that we've been sitting with for the last little bit. I didn't feel like I had been released from the lessons that they have for us. And so this idea of a metta meditation came to me of how could we use this loving kindness, this Buddhist tradition of a metta meditation, how could we use that to sit with these 4 agreements? Not really as a learning of what they are or a learning of what they are asking us to do, but rather seeing ourselves living them out. And so just settle. Again, if you need to get comfortable again, if you need to adjust, just do it. And the way that the Buddhist practice teaches us through the metta meditation is we extend loving kindness to ourselves first. There's lots of words and ways in which you can do it, but the idea is before I can extend loving kindness or hope or compassion toward anyone else, I've got to nurture it within me. And so what I'd like to do is we're going to start with a loving kindness meditation toward us. And then through the act of loving kindness, see ourselves living out these 4 agreements. This ancient teaching of how we interact with other people, how we communicate and show up in our world, how we contribute to our relationships. And so the 4 agreements from this ancient indigenous teaching tells us to first be impeccable with our words. Be impeccable. Second, to not take things personally. Third, we are encouraged and challenged to not make assumptions. And then finally, we're asked to do our very best. These teachings have been parts of indigenous tribes for generations. And they're available to us now in this contemporary world where we live. And so I'd like us just to meditate on them. Again, not about the learning or the understanding, but actually just seeing ourselves, agreeing to them, incorporating them into our present moment living through the lens of metta, loving kindness. And so the way a loving kindness meditation works is I'll say the phrase, and then you can let my words hold space for all of us. Or you might choose to audibly say the words after me, or maybe say them in your head. You just do whatever feels right. Whatever feels like a pathway toward loving kindness, toward you. And so just keep breathing slow, deep, gentle breaths. And when I say the word I, think of the I as you. I'm saying the I, sending loving kindness to myself, but let that I represent you. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be safe. And may I be peaceful and at ease. And as you see yourself healthy and happy and safe and at peace, let's use this loving kindness as a way to inspire and inform and just shroud our relationships and how we show up in our world through these agreements. So as I say the words again, you can repeat, you can let my words hold space, but see these practices coming to life in your own life. May my words be impeccable. May I not take things personally. May I not make assumptions. And may I always do my best. And then just breathe in slow and deep and gently. And as I practice this on my own, just earlier today, in fact, I felt compelled to give the same loving kindness, the same sentiment, the same wish to the person that's most important to me. And for me, that is my husband, and for you, it will be someone else. So just see in your mind's eye, you're one person. It may be your partner, or a parent, or a dear friend, or a sibling. But just see that person, the one that you share your life with, the one that you call when you're happy, and the one that you call when you're broken. See their face. And then we're going to extend loving kindness to them. That face will be represented by the word you. And then we're going to wish these same agreements to manifest in their lives as well. So just continuing to breathe slowly, deeply, and gently. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be safe. And may you be peaceful and at ease. And then I'd like us to send this wish, this sentiment, this hope for these agreements to manifest in this person's life as well. May your words be impeccable. May you not take things personally. May you not make assumptions. And may you always do your best. Just take a slow, deep breath in. And a full breath out. And if it feels right, just bring your hand to your heart center. And just notice for the next few breaths if you feel anything. Flutters or movement or quiet and stillness. Just notice. And then you can just let your hand come to rest. So often in our world, we make demands upon each other. We give expectations, sometimes spoken, sometimes not. And oftentimes we are hardest on the ones that are closest and most important to us, our person and ourselves. We treat the world with more accommodations and with more grace and compassion than we often give ourselves, and then we often give to that one person who's our one. And so what I'd like us to do as we sit in quiet in just a moment is just think, what would your relationship look like? How would it feel if both of you were extending loving kindness to each other and to yourself, and both of you were speaking with impeccable words, and neither of you was taking things personally or making assumptions, and both of you were always doing your best? And so I would invite you to see that relationship. But be careful that we don't see it as something that we want to now demand that they do or teach them or tell them. We've got to live it. We've got to live these agreements with ourselves before we can expect to live them with others or have others live them with us. And I've read this book many times, and I've sat with these teachings many times, and I always say that I'm striving to adhere to them and to do them. But it really hit me in the last couple of days. I want to live them from a place of loving kindness. I want to care about myself so much that the words that I think and that I speak are impeccable. And the effort that I give really is my best. So let's just sit in the loving kindness that we've created for ourselves, that we've directed toward ourselves, and just see what your relationship might look like if it's grounded in loving kindness, holding fast to these agreements. May we be healthy. May we be happy. May we be safe. And may we be peaceful and at ease. May our words be impeccable. May we not take things personally. May we not make assumptions. And may we always do our best. Namaste.